All right, so we're working on our header, and in this video, we're going to keep building it out. So I said we were going to work on moving this down underneath the header like it's supposed to be, but I want to just cover that when we're covering the styling in just a couple of videos because that'll put everything together in the most logical way. Right now, I just want to focus on getting comfortable with using our Material UI components. Okay, so I'm going to open up index.js. And I'm just going to go ahead and comment out the content there. Okay, I'm going to save that. We can flip back over. Looks like we still got our built with Gatsby from the footer. So if we go back to layout.js, here we see the footer. Let's go ahead, comment that out, save it, and now we've just got this screen. Okay, so we'll go back and add that all in later. Right now, I just want to keep focusing on our Material UI components. So the next part of the header that we need to create are our actual tabs here in the middle that allow us to go to the different routes of our application. All right, so let's go ahead and open up our header.js. And after our button containing the typography component, we're going to come underneath that to make it appear after that. And we're going to render a tabs component. Okay, now this is a pretty common pattern in Material UI. You have the generalized main component, and then you have the specific component elements inside of that. Okay, so inside of our tabs, we're going to have a tab for each of our routes. Okay, and this actually is a self-closing tag, and it's just going to take a single prop right now, the label, and we can use that to actually specify what we want this tab to appear as. Okay, so for this first one, let's do shirts, or actually, let's do hats. Let's do hats. I'll copy that, paste it 2 more times, and we'll refactor this in just a second when we cover how to actually query our Gatsby information, or our Strapi information rather, from Gatsby. And then we'll programmatically do this. But right now, I just want us to be familiar with what's going on, so we'll do it manually. Okay, so we'll change the second one to hoodies, and this one to shirts. Okay, and one more for contact us. All right, let's go ahead and save that and flip on back, and you can see that we've got some links appearing. We could go ahead and click on these, and we can see that they are buttons, but of course we haven't set them up to do anything yet, so it's just giving us a nice little press animation. All right, so we're moving through this pretty quickly, but hopefully this has all been pretty straightforward so far. All right, so we'll go ahead and move these over into the center of our header, again, once we cover styling in the next couple videos. So for now, let's just go ahead and finish up by adding in those icons over here. Okay, so let's flip back over to the code editor, and actually you're going to want to open up a Finder window or File Explorer if you're on Windows, and go to the project files that you downloaded for this course. In there, you should see the icons folder. Okay, and we're going to want to go ahead and drag this icons folder. Or actually, let's go ahead and go into the icons folder, and we'll drag everything inside of here into the images folder of our project. Okay, and I actually just got a warning saying I can't do it from here because this folder is actually on one of my external drives. So I'll have to do that manually real quick. Open up our front end folder, the source folder, and then images. And let's go ahead and move all these images inside. All right, that should only take a couple seconds. I'll go ahead and clean this up and then close out of it. And you can see over here, I'll delete this .ds store. That's just a Mac hidden file. I'll delete that. And now we have all of our images, all the icons that we'll be needing for our application ready to go and inside of the images folder. Okay, so now to be able to use these images, we need to actually go ahead and import those images. So we'll import the 3 for our icons. So we will import search from, and then we'll go up a directory, up another directory into images, images/search.svg. Now we'll go ahead and import cart from the same place, images, cart, svg. And then we'll import account from up to directories images/account-header.svg. Now, since these images are also going to be buttons, we're going to want to be able to click on the search button, click on the cart button, and click on the account button to go to those pieces of functionality. Well, we're going to actually want to import another Material UI component that is specialized for allowing us to add button functionality to specific icons or pictures. Okay, so underneath the button component, let's import the icon button component. And that's just a specialized button component that is made for not text, but just an image placed inside of it. Okay, so we'll go ahead and after our tabs, but inside the toolbar, let's go ahead and create an icon button. And this is going to wrap an image component, just a regular HTML image with a source of search and then an alt of search as well. And go ahead and make that a self-closing image tag. And now we can copy this icon button, paste it 2 more times. And now let's change this middle one to the cart, and then an alt tag of cart. And this is what will appear on screen reader devices for people with physical disabilities, or if the image is unable to load, it will display this text instead. Okay, so it's important to always add an alt tag to your images. Okay, and then this last one, we'll make it account and account. All right, so let's go ahead and hit save, flip back on over, and check that out. We've got some icons now appearing up in the corner of our header. So just like that, we've really quickly thrown together the beginnings of the header for our application. We now have all the 3 different pieces in place, and we just have to arrange them the right way and get them looking the right way. So let's take a quick break, and in the next video, we'll go ahead and make sure we have the fonts configured correctly for our application, and then after that, we'll dive into the styling video that I've been talking about and see how we can really start to take control of Material UI.